In the late 1500s, a man from Africa arrived in Japan. And within a few years, he stood inside the inner court of warlord Oda Nobunaga as a samurai. Have you ever wondered what it would take to cross continents, cross cultures, and become something no one expected you to be? That's the journey of Yasuke, a man whose life reads like an epic. Born somewhere in Africa, possibly Mozambique, he was brought to Japan in 1579 through Jesuit missionaries. Imagine arriving in a land where your very presence stops people in their tracks. Historical records describe crowds gathering to see him, astonished by his height, strength, and dark skin. Nobunaga himself reportedly had Yasuke's skin scrubbed, thinking the color was paint, until he realized it was natural. But this story isn't just about appearance. It's about transformation from enslaved servant to respected warrior. Yasuke earned Nobunaga's trust, was given a sword, and granted warrior status. Though some historians debate whether he was a samurai in the hereditary sense, there's no doubt he lived and fought as one of them. Here's the question: how does someone go from being enslaved to standing beside one of the most powerful men in Japan? Was it luck, destiny, or sheer will? Yasuke became part of Nobunaga's inner circle during one of Japan's most chaotic times, the Sengoku, or Warring States period. A time when loyalty was tested and betrayal was common. His presence alone symbolized something bigger than battle, the breaking of social and racial barriers in a world that valued lineage over individuality. But Yasuke's story takes a tragic turn. In 1582, Nobunaga was betrayed and forced to take his own life during the infamous Hanoji incident. Yasuke fought alongside him, defending until the end. After Nobunaga's fall, Yasuke's fate becomes a mystery. Some say he joined Nobunaga's son. Others believe he was captured and handed back to the Jesuits. What do you think happened to him? Was he killed, or did he simply vanish into the tides of history? Modern scholars continue to explore his origins and legacy. A 2023 study from a Japanese cultural institute even compared linguistic patterns in early Jesuit records to pinpoint his likely African birthplace, connecting dots across continents and centuries. Yasuke's story isn't just myth. It's living proof of how global history truly is. So what does his story teach us? That identity is fluid. That courage, loyalty, and honor know no borders. Yasuke reminds us that being an outsider doesn't mean being powerless. Sometimes it means rewriting what power looks like. And his legacy endures, inspiring novels, films, anime, and even a Netflix series. Because Yasuke wasn't just the first black samurai. He was a symbol of how far the human spirit can go when given the chance. If this story inspired you and you want to explore more extraordinary lives from the past, watch our other videos, like, and subscribe for more stories that history tried to forget.